So for my chapter 4 assignment, my dilemma was while in the restroom, I overheard my boss tell a colleague that Bob is going to be laid off at the end of the quarter in about 2 weeks' time. Bob is a good friend of mine. Do I tell him? And there are 3 things from the book that I'm going to kind of like tie to this, which is probability of effect is the chance that something will happen that results in harm to others. Pre-conventional level of moral development. People decide based on selfish reasons. Conventional level of moral development, make decisions that conform to social expectation. And the reason why I think social expectation applies here is a lot of people would probably assume that I would just go run and tell him because we are friends. But the pre-conventional level of moral development kind of makes you rethink for yourself, kind of, because if the information isn't accurate, or if it was misleading or wasn't actually going to happen and it was just talk, you pretty much just started something and told something that was true in that moment, but turned out it wasn't going to happen, so you now have that label on you. And there's even a possibility that you could lose your job because some companies frown upon gossip and causing trouble in the workplace, which the boss would also probably be in trouble for that, for even telling a colleague that he was going to fire somebody. But once again, this is all very situational. The probability of effect. So the reason why I also want to apply this here is I think I would tell my friend Bob if he was getting laid off based on his life. If he is struggling, has some hardships, is unable to save, and I know with the loss of a job that he would really struggle and go into a hard place in life, I think I would give him the heads up that this is what I heard. Just because you don't want to see somebody in a hardship, and that's both, I think, ethical and moral. But if I knew that he has some money set aside, if something was to happen, he would be okay without a job for a few weeks while he looks for a new one, I don't think I would tell him. And once again, not in the situation, so I really don't know how I'd react, but just based off of if he's going to be fine, I don't see the point in stirring the pot type of deal. Because like I said, the boss could have said that to somebody in passing, something he could have been thinking, and then he's not going to follow through with it. And I basically stirred the pot by probably telling Bob, and then Bob would go find a new job and then go quit and confront the boss. And that would just cause a lot of chaos that is unnecessary, because even though it's hearsay, you never know if it's really going to happen. But I do think if they are in a hardship that you should tell them, just because even though it might not happen, it might happen, and that will cause more harm to them to be laid off, where at least they would have time to find another job. Where the other one, if they're going to be secure, fine for a while, I don't think it will cause any harm to either party, just to not say anything. And that's my chapter 4 assignment. That's my opinion on the situation, and thanks for watching.